Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. This is The Story Continues, number 28. 28 videos, a lot. But we have a lot to get through today. I'm coughing already. Thank you for those of you who watched my Let's Chat. Please go watch it. It has some really good stuff in it, I think. I talked about a lot of messages I received from my guys. It's really revealing stuff, so please go watch it if you haven't. What else? Oh yeah, really quick. If you were supposed to get a reading from me yesterday, Thursday, you're going to get it today because I ran out of time yesterday. So I couldn't get through all of them. But you'll get them today, okay guys? Thank you for your patience. Cuz I'm free today. So today I'm going to do channel messages. Who did I channel? I wrote it down. I channeled Jack Smith, Peter Thiel. I was in the shower. And I asked my guides, who should I channel? And he came up immediately. I didn't know much about him. And I saw in the comments a few times, could I check in with him? But I just never paid attention to him. I didn't feel compelled to. But he came into, I heard my guide say to channel him. I channeled JD Vance. I channeled KAMALA. And Mark Root, he did not want to talk to me. Neither did KAMALA. She's laying low. But yeah, there's a lot to get through. I saw in the comments, people are saying, his readers are saying that Jack Smith's second part of his report is going to be released. I didn't say it never was going to be released. I said not at this time. It didn't feel like, it's going to be released at this time. Okay, and I will get into why I Googled his name, just his name, to look at the news, and that's why I will get to why I felt in the energy that it's not going to be released anytime soon, at least not this year. I mean, energy changes, things change because free will, but as of now, the way things are going, I'll get into it though when I do his channel messages. Interesting. Anyway, what else do I have to say? I think that's it. Okay. I think I said so much in the Let's Chat that I can just jump right into the reading. All right, so let's start with the channel messages. I'm going to do it in the order with who I channeled. Okay. And coughing already. Sorry guys, I know it sounds loud for some of you in the microphone. I try to turn away, but it's a strong microphone. And I can't control it. It's like it just suddenly comes on and I try to quickly turn away. So that's what's happening. Peter, did I do Peter Thiel first? Let me look at my list. Should I start with Jack Smith? I'll start with Jack Smith. Let's start there because I did him first. So Jack Smith, there's a lot going on in the news about him, and I'll read some of the I'm not going to read the articles, but this is why when I said, there's a lot, it just felt like in the energy that the report was not going to be released anytime soon. I just felt like that. you know. And again, like I said, energy changes. And when I did my pendulum, and it said yes when I asked, you know, if you didn't see my last, there's some stuff in there that you might want to see in the Let's Chat video, okay? But I did ask the pendulum, will the Jack Smith report, the second part of it, be released in 2025? And it swung no. Okay, so I was seeing some comments, and I said, okay, well, let me see what's going on in the news. I put his name in, and so it says anti-Trump. This is the first thing I saw. Anti-Trump FBI agent responsible for opening Jack Smith elector case against president. He's a whistleblower, and this is a Fox News. I don't know what they're. Well, anyway, I'm gonna skip over that. Okay. It says House Democrats launch review of firing of former special counsel Jack Smith's team. So they fired their team. They're saying that the Democrats, top House Democrats, are saying they fired Jack Smith staffers, the Trump administration or the DOJ, and they're launching a review saying that the firing was it likely violated long-standing federal laws. Okay. Justice Department seeks to drop appeal of Trump documents, ruling by canon. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so yes, 3 days ago, they fired the DOJ lawyers who assisted Jack Smith. Okay. Really? It's behind a paywall? Washington Post. That's why no one reads your things. They said they fired the lawyers because they could not be trusted. Give me a break. Give me a break. DOJ under Trump moves to drop appeal of classified docs case against his co-defendants. The Department of Justice, now under new leadership, has moved to drop its appeal of the classified. They're trying to bury this, essentially. Okay. Judge Aileen M. Cannon ruled that special counsel Jack Smith was unlawfully appointed and had no authority to prosecute Donald Trump. Okay, so it's all, you could see what they're trying to do because, like I said, there's something very serious in this report, and they are doing everything within their power to weaponize the DOJ, allegedly. Everything I say here is alleged, guys. Informational use purpose only, okay? As you can see, they're trying to bury this, and they're kind of succeeding. When I saw that, I didn't expect to see that. I just wanted to see if there was any news about him, about Jack Smith. And this is what the news came up. This is what they are doing. And so that's why I felt like it's not time yet for that to come out. It could change, but it is just so frustrating. But it goes back to what he said to me in one of his channeled messages. We have to do this outside of the realm of the United States because of the corruption. Okay. I think that was video 25 or 26, okay, in his channeled message. So let's get into his channel messages, okay? I asked about how he felt about them firing his staff. He said, that doesn't surprise me. Then I asked about Donald Trump. He said, he will be stopped. He said he will be stopped. He's very, like I said, his energy is so focused and strong. And it's like a steadfast energy that he has. Unmovable. He's very intelligent. He has a lot of integrity, I feel, in his energy. And he is a straight shooter with me, and he's not covering up anything, but he has the knowledge to know. He's very much like, he's not suspicious of my energy anymore, surprisingly enough. He's like, he weighs, it's almost like he was judging me on whether or not he could talk to me. That may sound strange, but that's what it felt like in his energy. I asked about Donald Trump. He said he will be stopped. And then I heard cover up. Okay. And I asked, what can you, because I feel like that's a boundary he has. And so I don't want to overcross. Like, it's so interesting that it's like, him without saying it. I can't, he's not saying it, but I feel it in his energy of like, these are boundaries that I'm requesting you do not cross. And so I respect that. That's why we kind of just be looking at each other. Okay. So I asked, what can you tell me? That's what I asked him. What can you tell me? He said, I cannot share. I said, what can you share with me? I asked him. He said my name. Anyway, I might be having a crush on this. It's the integrity. Anyway, I cannot, I cannot share much with you, Kimberly. He said, I cannot share much with you, Kimberly. But what I can share is I am not returning to The Hague in the same capacity, but to assist in something I have already been working on. I asked, is it about DT? He said yes, but it's also bigger than Trump. Okay. Allegedly. Jeez. I said, is it about Vladimir? He said yes, but it is bigger than Putin. It is more complex than you think. And then I heard the words collusion, treason, blackmail, money laundering. And then I heard large scale. Okay. He stayed very carefully and within the realms of what he can and cannot say. But if his energy feels like how do I say this? Like, he's not hiding anything, though. He's just like a lawyer. I can disclose this. I can't disclose that. I won't disclose it because I can't disclose that. But he also understands about, and there's an integrity that he has when it comes to sharing information. When it's time to share, when you can't, he understands that. So it's not like he's being secretive or hiding. There's an integrity there. I said, what did I say? I said, what will happen to Donald Trump? I asked him. He said he has been warned. He said that after it was a pause before he answered. He has been warned. And then I said, will he go to prison? And I keep asking that and saying no. I'm saying no. Okay. And he just said he has a different use. That's what he said. And then I said, will he continue to be president? He said, I'm not sure. His mind is not on that, honestly. He's not focused on that. He's not focused on his mind is somewhere else, more important in his work. Not that it's not important that this man needs to go, but more important in his work. Okay, he's not thinking about that in particular. Like it almost felt like in his energy, not to say that, oh, that's not my problem, but that's someone else's issue to deal with. Basically, it felt like. Oh, I asked about Judge Cannon, and he was so exasperated. He was so exasperated and like surprised that she has this job. He said she is the most corrupt judge I've ever encountered, and I wrote exasperated. It was like breathless almost. The breathlessness of like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I had to deal with that. She is the most corrupt judge I've ever encountered. And he hasn't encountered many, if not any. And she was, it caused him this, oh my goodness. And he didn't say it, but I could feel in his energy this question as to how did she get in this position in the first place. But he wouldn't say that. He's very professional. But I'll say it. What did I do next? I did Jack Smith, then I did this Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a liar. And not to label people, but his energy, first of all, it took me some time to connect because he's very good at hiding and shielding his true intentions, shielding his true thoughts. It took me a while to find him, to hear anything, to feel anything. And then I finally, breathed a little bit and I asked to reconnect. And then I finally felt his energy. And he is he is dishonest. And he hides. And I don't know much about him. I know he's very wealthy and he's in the tech industry, I believe, and he's controversial in some way, but I don't know how. I like to just do this objectively as I can in terms of knowing I want to know the person and also see if I'm correct with what I'm feeling. But there's something in his energy that he hides he hides himself very well. I know he's a libertarian. So, red flag right there, but but it's something about him that he's good at hiding. You know what I first said out loud when I touch his energy? I say he has a very unassuming energy. And he didn't say much for a while, and I sort of just sat with his energy. And I was thinking to myself, what should at first I sat there and was like, okay, let me see if he says anything. And he didn't. He was just like, it just was something I've never felt before. He was hiding. Interesting. Anyway, I finally asked, once I started talking to him, he wasn't hiding anymore. I asked, what do I asked him what he thought about JD Vance. So why did he choose him or something to that effect? He said, we are good friends. And I asked, do you know that the election is fraudulent? And he smiled. And I got uncomfortable. it was, I was rushing through this because I didn't like his energy. It's something, mm, um, it didn't feel like mud, or it just felt dishonest. It felt like his intentions, it's like he has a mask on over a mask, and that mask is over another mask. It's creepy. That's what it is. Creepy. But I say that without judgment. Anyway, I asked him if the election was fraudulent, and he smiled and he said, yes, I do. And I asked him about what does he think about Donald Trump. He says he's doing what needs to be done. I said, do you want JD to be the president? He said, yes, I do, but that doesn't matter. That's what he said. Okay, you see how quick I was writing? I was like, I gotta get out of here. It's very messy. I don't like being in these people's... Oh, jeez. I asked him, why did you invest in Polymarket? He gave me a very long explanation. Sort of long. Long for writing. He said, I invested in Polymarket because things need to change. We had to force change. That's what he said. And then I sat there with that, and it's the mask slipped, and there's this forceful energy, okay, of power and bad intentions and control and money. That's what it felt like. I asked him what he thought about Kamala. He said, hold on, I can't see. We knew we were in trouble when she started running. We had many meetings about it. And I said, this is what he said. I said, what was in the meetings? He didn't say. He wouldn't tell me. But I heard the word crisis. He went silent, I wrote. And then I heard the word crisis and change. That's what I heard. But he wouldn't disclose what was in the meetings. I knew as I was talking with him that there were things that he would not answer. He's just dishonest. He is dishonest. And it's almost like I don't know much about him. I don't know much. I can only see in his energy, but it's almost like the masks, a mask on top of a mask, on top of a mask, on top of a mask. I know when someone is not real, but it's not inauthentic. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. He tries to present this. I don't know how controversial he is, but I don't know. It kind of feels a little antisocial, allegedly. It kind of feels like sociopathic a little. Anyway, it's not narcissism. Well, I mean, it could be, but that isn't the flavor. I feel it doesn't feel chaotic like DT. It feels very intentional, and dangerous in a way to where he's like a shadow. Not in a sense of Donald Trump shadow. With Donald Trump, it's like he is more, his energy is flimsy, right? But this man's energy, he hides. He hides behind things. He wears masks, you know? It's very, oof. No. JD Vance. JD Vance doesn't know what to do. But you know what? Like I said long ago, I don't feel bad for him because he lacks integrity in a way that is weak. And you know, I'm not saying this because his beliefs is a cognitive dissonance with him. His beliefs, his real beliefs, not the thing he shows. It's like someone who, I don't know how to describe it. It's like someone who is a shock jock, right? And that's what they portray to the public. But that's not how they are in real life. But in order to get attention and money and power and fame and to be pushed, you disregard your morals and your values, and you say these things that you really kind of don't believe in, but what's more important to you is money and power. And that is his energy. That's his energy. That's what I feel. Yeah, I know he's always been conservative, but there's something, you know, he has two faces. Okay? And so that's why I just, you know, I don't know. He's whack. Okay, so I said, how's it feel to be vice president? He said, it is not what I imagined it to be. And then I heard the words morals, and then I heard character. Okay. I asked, what do you think about what Donald Trump is doing? He said, I can't think about it. How could you? You have to think about it because you're a part of it. I said, what does your wife think about it? He said, she's concerned. She tells me this will have an impact. He was very particular in what he says. He didn't want to get into it, it felt like. He was very diplomatic in his words when talking about his wife. So I felt like she probably said more to him than this will cause an impact. I heard it is chaos. I'm afraid. I got that before from him. The few times I read his energy. He is afraid. This will not go well, is what he is. I asked him if he knows the election is fraudulent. He said, I knew it was fraudulent, but I don't think it matters anymore. Very nonchalant about it, like, I don't think it matters anymore. And I said, are you sure it doesn't matter? He said, well, look at where we are. Saying we're here. We got through. We got away with this, basically. What he's implying. Allegedly. I asked about Elon. He said, no one likes that guy. No one likes that guy, he said. Kamala. Kamala did not, she was busy. I don't know. She just was like, first of all, her energy she felt happy. I started smiling when I touched her energy. It felt good, her energy. But she felt like, I don't have time to talk to you. A lot of them did, actually. I can say it felt like she's laying very low. Okay. I asked about how she felt about Donald Trump, what he's doing. And she said this will not last long, and she had a very, very serious expression. She went from, when I was greeting her energy, I saw the smiles, and then a smile just was gone. And then I heard have faith. I think when I said, what are we supposed to do? I heard have faith. Because things go on in the background sometimes when I'm channeling. I'm sitting with what they said, and then I'm about to ask another question. And I sort of, I was thinking about like, oh, she's very serious. And then I heard like myself say, well, what are we supposed to do? I thought a lot of things sitting there, but I heard have faith. And then I said, do you know the election? We know that. Do you know the election was stolen? She said, of course it was stolen. And she was laughing. She raised her eyebrows at me. She did this. Her head leaned forward and her eyebrows raised and sort of, like, why are you asking that? And then she said that and laughed. I said, what are your plans? She said, to charge forward. I know what I need. I know what needs to be done. Then she said, to fight and to win. I said, okay, but what are you... I said, what are your, like, what are you doing? And what are your exact plans? She said, there's much. She would not tell me. She said, there's much to be done. This will take time, but it's not over. Again, when I said she didn't really want to tell me, it was like she was talking around. She's very good. She's very, very good. She's very good. And she's very good in like shielding and very good at, I know there's something there. And she's so good. It's almost like she's in an interview. This is what it felt like. Interesting. I said, are you afraid for our country? She said no. She was her face, when I tell you the seriousness of this, she said no. She said, we will prevail. I said, do you think Donald Trump will continue to be president? And she said no. And she was smiling and she started laughing. Okay, and that's all I got. Really, that's all she gave me. She doing something. We'll see when I pull for her. Someone said I don't know if it's true. I didn't look. She registered an LLC. And I said that she's starting something up. She's doing something. After each person that's cough. Margaretha did not want to talk to me at all. I heard I am busy. That's what I heard. I'm busy. But I got something out of him. I said, what are you up to? What are you and NATO up to? And he said, we are preparing. And I said, preparing for what? And he said, battle. He was quiet. And then I heard the words, battle, and then contingency. I heard battle, and then I couldn't hear what he was saying for a moment. I couldn't hear the word. And then I heard contingency, and then I heard protection. Okay. And I asked him, how do you feel about all of these countries coming out and speaking out about election interference and government interference? And he said, I'm not surprised. We have to expose first before moving ahead. More will come. That's what he said. Meaning more reports will come, or more discussions about election interference and governmental interference will start coming out. Okay, so it feels like they're just gathering all of this to take action about what they're gathering. And more people, more countries, I don't quite know. Well, anyway, it's just the U.S. comes out about election interference, but they do it in such a soft way, as opposed to saying the quiet part out loud. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, he's saying like more stuff will come out. It felt like that's what he was, relaying to me. Okay. All right. So that is that. Those are the messages I received. I will pull for KAMALA. I will pull. Who would I pull for? Oh, I don't know. Where am I with time? Only have 37 minutes. I have to really think about who I didn't. Oh yeah, yes. I'm pulling for Jack Smith. Okay. KAMALA, Jack Smith, and maybe I'll pull for Elon. Why not? We'll see. We'll see if I have time. Okay. I pulled some runes, so I started working with runes. These are amethyst runes, okay, because I feel very drawn to them. I've always wanted to work with them, but I felt a little intimidated. And I saw Shelly from Healing Truth Tarot. Hi, Shelly. She had these. I'm coughing again. It's really intense today. She had these cards, these rune cards, and I asked her where she got them from. And so I've been working with these runes, getting to know, learning about them, learning what they mean beneath the surface and things like that. So I pulled some for Donald Trump, and I asked about his outcome. Okay, and so I'm going to read, they just have the description on the card here. But I said, I'd like to know deeper, not just what it says on the surface of the card. And so I did all my Google research, my Googles, okay, and I gathered some info and the interpretation of each rune, okay. And so the first one that I pulled, the first rune that I pulled, it was 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐢𝐧𝐭. And that's what it looks like. Okay, now the question I asked is, what is the outcome of DT and his administration? What is the outcome for them, rather? Okay. And so first one I pulled was 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐢𝐧𝐿. And it says, so the meaning of this, the deeper meaning of this, it says a revealing message or insight. It's about communication. It's about insights. It says it embodies truth and clarity. These are the notes that I put together. What the interpretation is. Okay. And I like to look at things at all facets, what positive side of them, what the warnings are, that sort of thing. Okay. It says it embodies truth and clarity. Warnings of 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬s are their literal warnings, guys. Okay. It's signals. And you have to pay attention to them. So it's basically saying that you get signals. If you're sensitive, if you are someone who pays attention, you get signals in life that, especially from your physical body, that things are wrong. So it says sometimes even subtle signs that let you know something is wrong, and it warns against ignoring those signs, especially of the physical body. If you ignore the signs of the 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬s, you can develop heart problems. Okay, 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬s urges us to listen to your body signals and treat yourself with kindness. It's about learning to respond to signs. Okay, this talked about a lot about literal heart issues. Okay, and if you if you have heart issues, your butt if you live a fast-paced life, if the idea is that a lot of people in society live mindlessly. They don't pay attention. They ignore things, just like I talked about with Donald Trump. And I talked a lot about physical problems, okay, with his physical health that he's ignoring as well. So I thought that was interesting that I pulled this card. So the second card I pulled was 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬, and this is what it looks like, the symbol, the rune, okay? And so 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬 this is about Donald Trump, guys, okay? And the question I asked, if you don't know what I'm talking about, what is his outcome? What is the outcome for him and his administration? Okay, so 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬, this is the rune of destruction and disruption by natural disasters like hailstorms, okay? It's uncontrolled chaos. It's about confinement and restriction. It is sudden change, sudden loss, pain and discomfort. It is total destruction, so something new and healthy can come from it. Okay, so that's the second one I pulled for him. The third one is 𝐒𝐭𝐴𝐻. 𝐒𝐭𝐴𝐻 is about power and strength. It's about wholeness. It's about winning and success. But it warns against being careless and reckless. It warns if your actions aren't noble, or if you hide your true intentions and your goals, it will have the reverse effect for you. Okay? You can try to hide the truth, but with 𝐒𝐭𝐴𝐻, it's about the light being in the light. Nothing is obscured. All is out in the open. Exposure. Okay? Last one I pulled is 𝐂𝐚𝐫𝐿. That's the symbol. Okay? And so the meaning of this rune is, it says it is a rune of growth and development. It's also about things objecting your growth and development, blockages, or devilish things that you have to overcome. It urges you to understand these bad things should not impact you, as you have to be willing to change by looking for every opportunity to change your perspective. Okay, it's about strength of adversity and adversity. It's about not being fixed. It's about being flexible so that blockages can fade away. It's not about stubbornness. It's about flexibility. Okay. So those are my interpretations of understanding this card's on a deeper level. And so this is his outcome. I mean, the last one in the 𝐂𝐚𝐫𝐿, it's like he is fixed. He's not flexible. He's inflexible. And it reminds me of the reading that I did for him. And the story continues where my guys told me he has been given opportunities to change. Okay. He has been given opportunities to do better. Chances after chance. And he still continues on. And that's basically what 𝐒𝐭𝐲𝐬𝐬 is about, and that is what 𝐂𝐚𝐫𝐭 is about. It's about if you're, he has all of this. You have power. He has power. Okay, and if you misuse your power, it won't turn out well for you. Is basically the gist of it. Okay, he might have some physical problems going on there with his heart, and the outcome for him and his administration doesn't look good because they don't have integrity. They don't temper themselves. They don't, you look at the warning signs. It's like what they are doing. If you push enough people start to push back, and it's like a rubber band. If you pull and you pull and you pull, and it's going to snap. And they don't see that though. All they see is what they want, who they want to hurt. And what my guides are telling me, what the universe is saying, is that it's not going to turn out well because it's not the same. It's not the same situation. All right. So that is that. You're not going to get it together. You're not going to get it together because it's who you are. Anyway, let's pull for Jack Smith. I asked my guys, can I pull for him? And they said, sure, yeah, you can. You can. Jack Smith. You know what? I think I'm going to pull for Peter Thiel instead of Elon Musk. He's interesting, that man. Not interesting in that, he's so... There's... Jack Smith. Let's see how he's doing energetically. And actions. If you could also show me, you know what, I'll do that. I'll do that after. Jackson. What did I say about his solidness? Queen of Pentacles. There's a steadiness to him. He's like, if his energy is it's like relieving. His energy is very relieving. Death. Wheel of Fortune and death. 7 of acting strategically. Calculating. 6 of Pentacles. King of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Where am I putting this? I'm going to put it here. Yeah. King of Wands. So let me put it here. Mark Ruta. Page of Cups. Tell me to put it here. Oh dear. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. It feels, that it's like it's telling me it's down here, the six of Swords energy. Let's move this over. Okay. The Chariot. Card of Battle. Unmovable. It's like unmovable. Interesting. Interesting. Eight of Swords. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Knight of Pentacles. That slow-moving, methodical energy. That slow-moving, methodical energy. Building on your goal. Slowly. Okay. Two of Pentacles. It is here. He's juggling many things. If I see like okay, I'm putting this here. This is importance in here. Like he's prioritizing things of importance. Okay. Magician. This is big time stuff here. This is like it's like it starts down here. Right? And then it's like, oh yeah, I remember who I am now. All the way over here. Two of Swords. That's here. Okay. All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have Death. We have the Seven of Swords. The Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. Six of Swords. The Magician. Page of Cups. King of Wands. The Chariot. Two of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Eight of Swords and Two of Swords. He's feeling good. He's wow, someone's really loud. He is working, okay, but what I'm seeing here, the way the energy, what they're showing me, it's like a broad picture. Not so much as down here, it's like energetically, I feel like I need to start here. This is where I feel like it goes this way. Let's start with the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a card of lacking. It's like you know what this is like his case that he had to get, he had to dismiss. And it was like eating glass, eating crow. It was probably the worst. It was a bad feeling for him to have to let that go. It was rough, and it was rough for him he had so many blockages, and it was so exasperating for him. And it was so frustrating that and she wasn't even, he keeps showing me Judge Cannon's face. He was so exasperated with that woman. And so, I see him like touching this card. I keep seeing an image of him revisiting and reworking and filing things, and someone's so loud. They have to stop talking. Revisiting things and reworking and switching, like looking at things from different angles to get through the blockages, but he just kept being blocked at every single, and it was taking longer and longer and longer, the delays. And this is the end result, that he had to, he just kept getting the short end of the stick in the work he was trying to do. And the bells are tolling. And this was it. This was the defeat. Okay? You see that? No matter how much work, he put in so much work. He crossed his T's. I could see it here. He crossed his T's, he dotted his I's. I just heard, I know the law. He knows the law. He knew what to do, what to file, how to get, but it just was not enough. And that is very like that was his defeat. He was defeated. Okay. And you have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords coming off the backs of that energy. Where do I go from here? I can't say much. I'm being restricted. He was restricted from speaking, from releasing the report, all of that. Only part one of it, And so, what do I do now? Where do I go now? What do I, that sort of feeling. But then you have, okay, so then we're moving down into the Six of Swords, right? It feels like this is residual energy, but it's still, it affected him emotionally. It was a big defeat for him. It was, I see it there, like sort of hovering above him. But then he's moving into Six of Swords energy, or he has. It's a card of healing. It's a card of moving into calmer waters, moving into calmness after chaos. Okay, it's a card of transition. It's like, okay, I know where I'm going to now. I'm going into something better. I'm starting to heal from this down here. and I'm moving into this. Okay. Jeez. And the King of Cups, you know, emotional stability throughout this. Also with the Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords is you learn, you know, through, even though it's a mental restriction, and even a verbal restriction, you sort of learn. The card encourages you to learn from this. I feel like he has. You know, it's almost like it's like this here is, and this here, I can hear him saying, like, you know, we can't win them all. You know, he's accepting that he had to do this. But is he letting it go? I feel like he is doing something bigger. Okay. So, you know, the King of Cups next to the Six of Swords is just acceptance. It feels like, okay, you know what? I'm moving on. I'm not gonna let this. It was right there. That's what, you know. He's not gonna let that bowl him over, and he's not gonna let this emotionally destroy him or question his ability, because he knows he followed the letter of the law. He did what he had to do. He did what was asked of him, and everything is so corrupt. Okay, and I feel like that he knew it would be challenging. But I don't think if he knew it would be this challenging, but he knew, because he was always prepared with something. Every blockage he had, he was prepared. Okay. King of Wands. Listen. Now he's moving into King of Wands energy. Okay. And King of Wands, you see the lion back there. They don't care. His back is to the lion. Wands is a card of action. Okay. He is moved on from this, and he's moved. It's like a circle here. Moving on, and now we're here. Moving on from this, and then into this card of action. Okay. Moving forward with courage and bravery. Doing what you need to do, no matter what. Okay. A powerful energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. I'm going to show you guys the front in a second. It told me to look. But okay, so he's moved into this energy with the Six of Pentacles as help, giving and receiving assistance. Like he said, I'm going in a different capacity. I'm assisting on something I have been working on already. Okay, so this is this energy here, Six of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups is here. I've labeled Mark Ruta and natal here. There's a connection there. And the Seven of Swords is here. And Seven of Swords is about working strategically, working covertly. It's a very you know, on the flip side, it's about deceit and lying, all that stuff. And they could be looking at that as well, but it's about there's a coldness to the Seven of Swords. There's a shrewdness in the way that you work, a clinicalness. I wonder if that, let me see. I keep hearing Seven of Swords and Okay. Yeah. It feels very shrewd and cold here, this energy. Clinical. Okay. You're looking at something with lawyer's eyes through the law. Very confidential, strategically. It feels sharp. That's what this feels like. And the Knight of Pentacles is on top of all of that. Knight of Pentacles, like I said, is a slow-moving energy, very methodical, a solid, steadfast focus towards your goal. Okay, but it does move slow, but you need to, in this case, it feels like. Okay. Two of Pentacles, like I say, he's prioritizing things. Now, this is here, this goes here. Okay, this goes here. It does feel like he's assisting. It does feel like he's assisting. It feels like that. You have death, transformation. This situation has transformed him, and he's no fool. Like, he knows. It feels like whatever he has been seeing is like it opened up a new thing for him, a new world of perception or perspective. Okay. And it's transformed him. And the Chariot is a card of battle. It's a card of will. They are so loud. Those are my sisters, guys. The Chariot charges forward towards the goal in the end line, and nothing can stop them because they are so focused on getting there. Okay. Magician is a card of power. You have everything you need to meet your goals, to do whatever it is you're doing. The Wheel of Fortune, good fortune, luck is on his side. He has integrity, so the wheel isn't going to turn on its head because you have the magic. This is the power he is in. Okay, this is the power he is in. Okay, all right. So the cards on top. He is taking it, again. I don't see directly what he's doing. His energy won't, and I want to respect that boundary that has been put up in his energy, but he's doing something very important, and he's doing something really powerful because we have 4 major cards here, and my guides told me to read it this way. But look, Queen of Pentacles. These are his cards also. Solid, steadfast assistance. Okay. His energy it feels like, oh, you're here. I like that. That's, you're solid. I know you can be trusted. 5 of Swords. Winning at all costs. Ace of Cups. He has compassion. King of Swords, that's shrewdness, okay? And that Devil is next to it. She doesn't need to stop talking. Okay, the Devil. Next to the Devil. Okay. They're looking at the Devil, guys. The Devil could be many people in their eyes. We know who I've labeled the Devil as, but I'm beginning to see that it is. I'm not beginning to see. I've been saying this. It's crazy. It's big. It is big. Will we know? Will the public know? I'm not sure. We'll see in their actions, but and meaning, whoever's going to take action, there's a catalyst. There's a catalyst here, and it's all connected. There's a bigger thing here with it's almost like when he said it's bigger than Trump. It's bigger than Vladimir. It's like when you look at this, when you look at the rapid exposure of interference in countries, governments. It's like some people sat in a room and was like, this is what it started off slow throughout the years. This isn't the first, you know? And now it was like someone was just said, let's really do this year, 2024. Let's really do it. Let's get it done. And so it's showing how vulnerable other countries are in terms of security. And the consequence for whomever, we know who's in the middle of it, I feel like. But I'm beginning to understand that it's more who's in the middle of the circle, you know? And it's like, the consequence could be military involvement, engagement. You know what I mean? To sort of say like, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do this to our members. And but then you have, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I do know, but it's really insane. Let's look at Peter Thiel. I mean, he lies so much. You'll see what he shows me. But I can see you. I could see him. I could see it. You can't hide. He tries to, but at least not from me. Let's see let's look at his intentions. What are his intentions for America? I think this goes beyond our country, but let's just look at that. What are his intentions? Four cups. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't care. This isn't about us. I don't know. It's very... Here, we have some cards coming. No, I don't think that's... Well, no. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Let me just shuffle some more. I could see that. This is what I'm talking about with the manipulation and the illusion. This is what I mean. I'll look at his outcome too. I'll look at his outcome and see what's going on there. Two of Swords. Okay, I have to shuffle some more because that's not his card. I could feel it. They told me, I just stopped shuffling, but they didn't tell me to stop. I should have listened. Okay. All these cards came out. That's too many. This is what I'm saying. He's hiding, and it's hard to do this. It feels laborious. This is interesting that this is happening. This is crazy. Oh, jeez. This is crazy. This is crazy. Do you see? I pulled the wrong cards came out, then all these cards came out. I feel like I'm it feels like a trickster. Okay, Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel. Let me focus. Something overseas? Money overseas? Peter Thiel. 5 of Cups is on the bottom. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. It's 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Yeah. That sounds about. That's the forceful energy I felt in him, in his answer of like, we're going to force the change. We're going to force this. We're going to force this thing to go in the way that we want it to go. That's what it felt like. Okay, these are those cards then. 2 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Their intention, his intentions for us, our country. Should I pull more? Should I pull more? Look, 7 of Pentacles is in reverse there. I don't think I need to. I feel, I don't even, you know, it's like I didn't even have to pull these cards because I see him. Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, winning at all costs. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, new money. Knight of Wands, 9 of Cups. We have the 4 of Cups here, the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. This is Peter Thiel, guys, and his intentions for our country. The 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. This kept, I saw this card 3 times, and I wasn't sure if I had shuffled enough. But when I pulled it, I saw this card 3 times and this card. This is the card then. Because I'm like, I don't want residual energy from the previous cards I just pulled to come in. But no, it kept showing up. So it's the card. Let's start at the bottom. It's telling me to go from this to this. Okay. So his intentions, the 4 of Cups. There's so many things. He wants to look in the Five of Cups is on the bottom here. I just keep hearing he wants to take everything. He wants to leave us out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles there. The Magician, it, what time is it? Okay, I'm trying to hurry up because I don't want to do this too long. But, Four of Cups is a card of apathy, you know. He doesn't have much care. I'm asking this question. What is his intentions for our country? But it's not about us, is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's about him and them, you know, whatever. The Magician is the hiding, you know, the Magician is the manipulation, and there's a card of power as well. It's, you know, it's a very powerful card. It's next to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is the money, long-term stability, financial independence. That's his intention. How much money can you have? Like, what is it? It doesn't make sense to me. Is it your moral? If you're a libertarian, you know, a conservative libertarian, his intentions is he didn't care. His intention, it's about power. It's about, I don't even think I needed to pull these cards. This is too much negative energy. I'll go through this quick. I'll just say, I'm not going to do a deep dive here because, well, you don't need to be psychic. I don't know this man, but I saw him. Okay. And so, I'm having a hard time not reading the cards, but sitting here in this with this. This is, you know, I'll keep it as plainly as I can. Something overseas with money. Okay. Nine of Pentacles is about his legacy. Okay. It's about long-term financial stability. How you spend your money, where you spend your money, where you invest your money. He's investing overseas. Okay. This feels like a type of energy where he wants things quickly. Okay. It's like, yes, now we're in the position to get what we need quickly. And, there's still a sense of worry here that it will fall apart, it feels like. Okay. This is what it feels like. I'm hearing like, oh, this is very chaotic. This isn't what I expected either. Okay. It's like with these people, it's always a tinge, and this is victim mentality too. He's not showing me, his energy isn't showing his intentions for us, for America. Okay. It's showing what he wants. Because he can't hide. He tries to. But there's with this particular group, or him in general, let's just focus on him. There's always this looking over his shoulder sort of sense, a worry. Okay, worry that news will come out. Okay, worry that things will fall apart, a need for things to happen quickly, to move fast, because he sees that everything is chaotic right now, and it's a danger to chaos. It's very interesting because it feels like even he has his own plans, and that's why he chose JD Vance. You know, it's almost like they look at DT and it's not that they dislike him. They know how to, and it's not, they think they know how to manipulate him. And what they don't understand is that someone like him, yes, you're not manipulating him. He likes compliments and he likes you to kiss his feet. You know, he likes you to do favors for him, but you can't control him. Things are out of control. And I'm glad I didn't just move out of his energy, because then my guides are starting to they were like, just calm down. And look, I'm starting to see that this Nine of Swords here, okay, he's like, oh, is a tinge of worry because things are too out of control. Things might be happening too fast. On the flip side, it's like, I want things to happen fast, but not in this way. You can't control someone like DT. You can't do it. You can't, you're not even, you think you're manipulating someone like him, and you're not. That goes for anyone. That goes for anyone. He doesn't have self-awareness. He doesn't have a seatbelt. You know, he doesn't look at caution. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything, DT. So when they involve themselves with this man, and things are so, and that's what anyone who aligned themselves with him from the first time he ran and he won the White House, quote unquote, won. They think they can control this kind of energy, and it's not controllable. It's not, you can't manipulate him. You think you can, but you doing favors or giving money or complimenting him and sucking up to him, he takes that, but he will not give you, you can't move him. You can't, your compliments mean nothing at the end of the day, because he's better than you, he's bigger than you, he's badder than you. That's in his mind. That's what he believes. So when people align themselves with him, they end up messed up. And how does he always end up? Smooth as eggs, smooth sailing for him. Okay, he gets caught in a trap, but everyone else around him gets burned while he is let loose in some way, you know? And they don't see that. And they're looking at this craziness and they're like, whoa, 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 this is too much. All of these people around him, they all have different agendas, him included. But they don't expect, I feel in his energy that he's surprised that it's this crazy. Because he likes to hide. And, you know, I don't know how outward he is. But I sense that there's a manipulation, and, you know, he likes to be in the background, in a sense, with things, pulling strings and paying money and, you know, darker deeds that he doesn't he wants to put his hands up and, I'm just a libertarian, whatever. That's what I sense. But what they fail to realize with someone like DT and even someone like Elon Musk, you can't really control people like that. Where they have mental health issues and personality disorders. And you could do, they always learn their lesson eventually. That they try to align themselves with this person that they think they can really control. Not even Vladimir can do it, can control him. Not even. So Peter Thiel is, it's about power and money. But I see this sort of worry in his energy where he's looking and he's like, oh my goodness, we have to, you're on the ship now. What is that? What happened with the Titanic? Listen. I mean, it's too late to turn back. You might as well see it through. You might as well see, like, I cut the deck and the devil was there. Might as well see it through. This is what you wanted. Okay? Let's look at his outcome real quick. Probably nothing will happen to him. I'm just going to pull 3 cards. Outcome for Peter Thiel. Nothing. I'm sorry to say that, but... I'm going to pull a different deck for Kamala. I'm about to do her. What time is it? Okay. I don't even know how well I shuffled. Oh, what did I say? Oh, the same cards. I shuffled. The Tower is there. Maybe not good. There'll be some sort of loss left out in the cold. He'll, you know. The King of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups is just like, it feels like, I just heard his money and his manipulation won't work. Okay, you have here, it's like, the King of Pentacles, it's like, okay, with the 4 Cups here, it's like, people won't be, he won't lose power. He just, it's the reality of the world we live in, but there's something here, be taken down a peg or two where his money won't get him out of something, it feels like. This is a major card. So like, his impact will be less I can say it feels like. Okay? And that will be his outcome. We'll see. I'm going to pull a different deck for Kamala. It's telling me to do the other one. That was rough. He's interesting. That man's energy is interesting. His energy is very interesting. Okay, Kamala Harris. Let's see how she's doing energetically. Okay. Kamala. How she's doing energetically. What is she up to? Ace of Cups again. Same sort of energy. Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Seeing the Queen of Wands a lot today. I mean, it's the same cards. Her energy barely ever wavers or changes. She stays in the same state. She's so Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, Two of Wands, the Star, the Empress and the Emperor is here. She stays in the same energy. She is so authentic in who she is. It is very fascinating. It is very fascinating. So let me put this here. I'm going to cover this card up because she's like kind of naked. That's the Star. Okay, guys? It's the Star. There it is again. Seven of Wands. It is a lot. It told me to look at the front. Ace of Cups. The Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress. What did I say about her power? In the last video, the last chat. You guys should go watch it. Some really powerful stuff. Again, the Eight of Swords came out of her energy. Jack Smith's energy. Eight of Wands. Knight of Cups. The High Priestess. Sitting in her knowing. Things will be okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Everything she said, the cards are showing. And she has the same energy as Jack Smith. The King of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Hanged Man, time will tell. The Seven of Swords, working covertly. The Six of Swords. She sits in the same, we have all these knights. We have the Seven of Wands, the Two of Cups. It's all the same sort of energy. I'll show you. King of Cups. Five of Wands. The Hanged Man. She said time will tell. Okay. Or this will take time, rather. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. The Star. The Empress. I'm sorry, no. The Three of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Eight of Swords. The Knight of Cups. The the Star. The Empress. The Ace of Cups. The High Priestess. The Eight of Wands. The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups. King of Cups, Five of Wands. The Hanged Man. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. I'll put this down here. Up here. I'll put it here. I don't want to block that. I'll just leave it there. Keep in mind those cards, okay? You have the Emperor and I could just stop here. You have the Emperor and the Empress here. You have the Star here. But all this energy here, this feels the Ace of Cups is telling me to start over here. I might be jumping around because these things are kind of interconnected. This Ace of Cups here, card of compassion and self-love, filling your cup, giving a card of empathy, I feel like she's still reading letters, okay? I saw an image of, and I heard that, I'm still reading letters. What is going on over there? What are you doing? Oh. Tap dancing. I feel like this is the people. You know, and this restriction here, it doesn't feel like hers. Or I don't know what he's doing over there. Causing chaos. I'm trying to, it is like she is reading things or looking at the news or looking at things. It feels like she's reading letters and feeling, it's like she's feeling what this is happening here in our country. Okay, and she's feeling the worry. Her energy doesn't feel worried. It doesn't. Because this is here, right? And it's like, she's like, oh man. And like, the Two of Pentacles, she's prioritizing this. what people are going through. There's like some restriction here though. It feels like this more feels like her feeling the worry from people, but this feels like it feels like my hands are tied. Hold on, let me just focus. You know, like I heard, oh, my hands are tied, but not for long. That's what I heard. Because you have the Two of Pentacles, card of balance, and prioritizing, you know, all your responsibilities, finding the balance between that. It's almost like she is finding the balance between taking care of herself, caring for herself, filling her cup, okay, and worrying about others outside of herself. Because I literally saw an image of her reading. I heard reading letters, and I saw an image of her reading them. Okay, but then you have down here you have the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. All this news here. This knowing with the High Priestess, having secrets. Listen, like I said before, she ain't telling me. She has secrets. She's carrying secrets. Okay, and so you have two knights here. Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about, like I talked about in the video yesterday. That was the tarot card for the day for you guys. In the Let's Chat video. And Knight of Wands is a card of bravery, inspiration, going after your goals, fearlessness. Knight of Cups is about like bringing news of, in a sense. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Receiving, you know, even yeah, it could be about, and that's why I also saw her reading. It's like reading emotional messages, receiving emotional news, and also it's like she has, it's so fascinating how she balances that. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands energy, okay? And the Queen of Wands energy. This is her driving force, the compassion and being an inspiration and being a guide, a messenger for inspirational messages and news and things like that, okay? The Knight of Wands rushes in and it's happening fast with the Eight of Wands, okay? And the Queen of Wands, you know, the Queen of Wands, like I talk about, her affirmation is I will. In this case, this in her energy, the Queen of Wands comes up often for her. Don't play with the Queen of Wands energy. Okay. She is Queen of Wands reminds me of a phoenix rising. Okay, this is all action. This is action right here. This is what it feels like, but we don't know what the action is. It's a secret. But what she's saying is, have faith, please. It'll be okay. Take care of yourselves. The Knight of Cups. Okay. Emperor, the Empress, the Star, have faith, her faith, okay. Um, mm, mm, mm. She's creating something. She's, I'm stuttering. Wow. The Empress, a creation, nurturance, okay. She has something that she's creating. It doesn't necessarily feel new though. It doesn't feel new. It's something with the Three of Swords there. Something she lost, okay. It's something she was Three of Swords is about sorrow and loss and betrayal. Okay. And it's something she lost. Not her faith with the Star here. But something important to her. Plans or you know, the Star is about your purpose. You know, her purpose, okay? Bear with me. Yeah, I knew that. What's wrong with my brain? This is strongly associated with rebirth. That's what I keep seeing, like a rebirth, you know, a phoenix. And I could literally keep seeing and hearing phoenix rising. Okay. So this here, something she lost previously is her purpose with the Star here. She's getting that back. And the Empress, you know, this powerful energy that will never, it's not going away. People, when people ask, how is that possible? I don't know. But what I'm being told is it will be a way that no one will respect throughout the playbook. We're in the different, you know, but that is what I keep being shown. It doesn't feel final. It's not like, all right, pack it up, you know, let's just accept. We're accepting the circumstances, you know, because I'm encouraging you guys on how to cope with this current circumstance. But this is someone that's power. Okay? And you have the Emperor and the Empress both in her energy with the Wheel of Fortune there. Okay, rebirth. Her integrity is, she has integrity. Her energy never wavers in terms of who she is and what her beliefs are. She's powerful. And if you guys, again, if you didn't see my last video, please watch it. It's one of my favorites, actually. Because it's so powerful about how powerful she is. Okay? I mean, the Emperor being the authority of your life and just an authority figure, a leader, someone who cannot be broken down, or, you know, someone who's organized, someone who's smart. She's both in the Emperor and the Empress energy. Okay, and the Two of Wands, a card of overseas, traveling, implementing something that I keep seeing here that she's building. Something that was hers, okay? Reworking it here. Her purpose, the Empress, she lost it with the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is a card of, it encourages you to transform your loss and your pain into something better. And that is what she's doing. Two of Wands is, you know, planning and implementing. And the Three of Wands is like, okay, I'm waiting for the results to come in. But the Three of Wands is not here. But just to understand. And, you know, the King of Cups, emotional stability, Five of Wands. View that I said the card of exposure. You remember that, guys? Exposure of deeds being done, and the Hangman is here. And she said, this will take time. This will take time. And the Seven of Swords, that covert coldness, strategic, and the transition, the Six of Swords. Okay. All right. So there we have it. That was Kamala, guys. Okay. That's it. I'm tired. Yes. I don't see JD Vance as becoming president. I mean, I don't. I ask all the time, and the answer is always no. So we have to wait and see. We have to continue to take care of ourselves. Okay. Turn off the news if you can for now. Call your local government and see what's what in the state you live in. That's where your energy should be in terms of that. To take action and to feel like you have some sense of control. We have to focus on, I was thinking about this earlier and I was thinking about this last night and earlier today, and the focus needs to be on getting them out. And I mean this administration, that's where your energy should be. Thinking about them leaving and what that looks like and manifesting that. Putting the energy that you know is right into their energy as opposed to fear and anger and panic. And I get those responses. I understand. Because this is people's lives. This is our lives. Okay? But I don't see total destruction. He's going to be difficult. I don't see us scrounging for food. They said that last time, but I don't see that. I don't. My guides have not shown me that. I know that feeling of foreboding and like bad things will happen. Bad things are happening, but I don't see us being in a dystopia. Okay, and the definition of what a dystopian universe looks like. Okay, but our energy needs to be. It has to have the reverse effect, and it has to be focused on having this move faster. This is what my guides kind of, because I was like, he needs to go. That's why I said out loud, and I heard that's where the energy needs to be. So that's what we need to focus on. Okay, however it happens, however long it happens. Again, please watch my last video, guys, if you haven't. It talks about time and visions that I saw, and it's important. But take care. I will see you again soon. Today is Friday, and so you will probably see me Monday. Yes, you'll probably see me on Monday. Okay, I'm trying to take my weekend so I can have my weekend. But I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.